Babe Tarashan, and I'm here with Brendan Brazier of Vega, founder of Vega Plant-Based Protein. So Brendan, we'd like to know exactly when you started Vega and what happened to propel you into creating this product.
Well, I started making a blender drink for myself when, I guess I was about 15.
Oh yeah?
And I was just blending things together and trying to get enough protein, essential fats, fiber, greens, all these things. So I was doing full-time triathlon then, so I wanted to speed recovery. So I started just blending things together to see if I could improve my recovery, and it worked, but it took time. Like it evolved a lot over the years, and then it got to the point where it got better. It tasted kind of bad at first, but then it got better and better. And then in 2004, Charles Chang and I partnered. He's someone who had a small company then called Sequel that was selling maca and chlorella that I started using my blender drink, and it worked really well. So we partnered, and started in Canada, in Vancouver, and it spread there quite well, and then in the US after that. So yeah, it was really just started for me just wanting to do it for myself. I had no intention of ever making it as a product when I was doing it, and it wasn't until Charles had the idea of making it into a commercial version that ever even crossed my mind.
Yeah, and you have so many different flavors and everything now. There's chocolate. My favorite is the chai. And obviously vanilla is a lot of people's favorite. I just tried your Vega Maca chocolate, and it's amazing. Like, I'm using it in baking recipes. I use it when I need an extra bit of energy, or I just want that like flavor. You know, obviously chocolate. Who's gonna say no to that? So tell us more about Thrive Forward. When did that start, and what exactly is it? Our readers are definitely interested in finding out more about that.
Yeah, Thrive Forward it's a web series that we put together. And it's all free, about 40 videos, and it goes from really basic, like clean eating 101, and walks people through, even through to sports section if they're more advanced and they want to take a sports nutrition element of that and apply it to their life. So the idea is that Vega, we're not just a product company. Like, yeah, we obviously make product, but we're also an education company. So we want to put something out there that is free, it is accessible, and it's very approachable. So people get the information they need to start eating better, which then obviously reduces their odds of getting sick and being dependent on our very reactive medical system. So it's almost like a form of health insurance. Really, it's proactive if people follow the steps. And I've realized that ignorance is actually a really good excuse to not knowing what to eat. When you go to a lot of parts in the country, you realize people just don't have this information. They just simply don't have it, and the information they do have has a commercial interest tied to it, whether dairy board or milk board or whatever it is. So we just want to make good information available. We want it to always be free. We want it to be accessible and approachable. So that's something I want to do from day one, but we didn't have the resources until this year.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty exciting. I mean, that's something that's very dear to our hearts and follows pretty much our core beliefs, is being able to educate people enough to make their own decisions. And the more information, the better. So we're excited to let our subscribers know about Thrive Forward. So thank you.
Yeah, and it's scalable too. So if you have certain issues like, say, sleep, you can go and it will recommend certain videos for you. Or if it's low energy, or if it's stomach issues or whatever it is, you just check the problems that you have, and then it will recommend a certain program. It has downloads too.
That's awesome.
So a bunch of PDFs, meal plans, recipes, training log, even a lot of content.
Are a lot of people that come to the site, are they athletes or just kind of regular people that want to know more about plant-based nutrition? Or
a lot of them aren't even caring specifically about plant-based nutrition. They just want to feel better and perform better. So it's very broad, and everything is plant-based. So obviously accessible to people who don't eat animal products like myself. So it's got a very broad base, and gluten-free too. It's all the recipes are gluten-free.
Oh,
so
that's
for
great.
celiacs, it's accessible.
Yes, gluten-free. Everyone seems to be trying more recipes, and the recipes are getting better than they used to be from what I've tried. And Blender Babes happens to do all kinds of diets, but we are doing more plant-based recipes, and we're going to be using more Vega products to bring more plant-based options to you. So one question I get a lot from people is, what is your number one reason that you would say you would transfer from, a meat-eating diet to a plant-based diet? Like, what's the number one reason why you would do something like that?
There are quite a few reasons. A simple one being net gain, so something I call high net gain nutrition in my book, that basically you want to choose foods that take less energy to digest and assimilate, but return more nutrition, so vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, antioxidants, and those are plants.
Right.
Easier to digest, so less energy out, more nutrition in.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is reducing inflammation. Meat, and not just meat, but meat, dairy products, white flour, a lot of, even some plant foods that are junk food are very acid forming, and that creates inflammation, which is the worst thing for an athlete. If you're inflamed, range of motion goes down, risk of injury goes up, your efficiency goes down because you have to apply more force to move, and that adds up. So it just makes you a worse athlete basically if you're inflamed. So when you can get that to go away by eating lots of chlorophyll-rich plant-based foods, then that becomes a non-issue.
Yeah, I think more and more people are starting to realize that, either eating less meat or no meat at all, animal products is definitely something that we should look into to live healthier. Well, thank you very much, Brendan. I appreciate your time. We look forward to helping promote Thyroid Forward and promoting more vegan products.
Well, thanks, and
Awesome.
thanks for doing what you do, getting
Of
the
course.
message of good nutrition out there.
We do our best. Awesome. Thank you.